What's up, hounds?
Welcome back to another terror-filled episode of Gorehounds of Horror.
If you're new here, please like and subscribe. It lets us keep doing weird shit like this.
If you're a regular, then you know what you signed up for.
Indeed. So what do we have on tonight's episode?
Well, I was thinking,
Yeah?
with that big time of year right around the corner.
Wait a minute, hold up.
Yeah?
Big time of the year? Are you really gonna drop some Christmas shit on them right now?
Seriously, I'm talking about Halloween.
Oh, okay, my bad. Proceed.
Yes, Halloween. More specifically, I'm talking about Michael Myers.
Okay, I can dig it. The boogeyman of Haddonfield.
That's the one. Now, I was thinking that we could do a rundown on the facts of the film like we did for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974.
Great video. We, still haven't cleaned up the basement from that,
Really? You shut up, we are doing the show.
Oh yeah, my bad, I was just...
You know the cops are gonna come looking.
I was just... All the times Michael Myers has appeared in video games in this episode of Gorehounds of Horror.
Halloween for the Atari 2600 from 1983.
In 1983, a company by the name of Wizard Video released a game titled Halloween for the Atari 2600 console.
Wizard Video was also the company behind the Texas Chainsaw Massacre gem for the 2600 as well. Neither game was exceptionally good, but that was to be expected for the time.
In the game, the player takes control of a babysitter whose sole purpose is to protect a child from a knife-wielding madman who somehow managed to muscle his way inside the house.
Not only can Mikey kill the player, but he can also kill the child, which would result in an extra life being lost. Occasionally, weapons could be found laying around the house, and these could be used to ward off the boogeyman for a short period of time.
The player scores points by finding the child and escorting them to the last room on either side of the house, while subsequently being hunted down by the Shape himself.
Even though the game was called Halloween and featured the film's theatrical poster as its cover art, the game itself never actually references any of the characters, including Michael himself.
Since the game was modeled after the movie that came out 5 years earlier, fans assumed the babysitter was Laurie Strode and the child was Tommy Doyle.
Laurie's out there. Hold on. Laurie, the boogeyman is outside. Look.
Not quite sure who the killer guy is supposed to be though. I do have my assumptions.
Terrordrome, Rise of the Boogeyman from 2007.
Terrordrome, Rise of the Boogeyman, is a fan-made work of love for the PC, developed by Hurricane Studio and released in 2007.
The game is stacked with 14 horror legends that slaughter each other across some pretty familiar scenery, and it plays a lot like the classic Mortal Kombat game.
Mikey was one of the first 4 playable characters in the game, alongside Ash, Freddy, and Leatherface.
The game itself has a bunch of little features to help each character stand out. For instance, Michael Myers, Matt Cordell, Candyman, Undead Jason Voorhees, Pinhead, and Pumpkinhead are the only characters who don't actually run.
And Michael Myers, Leatherface, and Ghostface are the only 3 characters whose faces are never shown.
There's a bunch of other cool things about the game, and we'd love to do a video dedicated to Terrordrome to cover it all. If there's something you want to see, please let us know in the comments.
And turn on that bell to get notifications of when we post our newest videos.
Aside from being a 14-man slash-em-up fighting game, it also offers a decent story mode for each character, adding some replayability to it all.
I know what everyone is thinking. A game like Terrordrome must have fatalities like Mortal Kombat, right?
Jason wins. Fatality.
It does. While they're not as elaborate, a player can use what is called a slasher move to decapitate the enemy in a unique way, earning them what the game calls a trophy.
As of this video, Mikey has been a fan favorite to enter the Mortal Kombat universe alongside horror legends like Freddy, Jason, Leatherface, Alien, and Predator, but sadly has not yet been added to the roster.
Michael Myers Rampage. From 2007.
Also in 2007, a browser game was released to promote the 2007 Rob Zombie remake titled Halloween.
As a player, you take control of Michael Myers and you're set loose on a bunch of bot-like victims tasked with stabbing them to death.
The game was kind of boring, but for first-time users, it could provide a nominal amount of fun.
The controls are a bit clunky, and up until a few months ago, the game was still playable online. Since Flash Player is no longer supported, we were unable to find a working version to link to.
If you know of one, please let us know in the comments, and we will link to it for everyone to try out.
Halloween, the game. From 2013.
Halloween, the video game, also known as Babysitter Bloodbath, is a game where you play as Sarah, a young student who works nights as a babysitter to earn a little extra money.
And in typical slasher fashion, just when you think everything's going to be okay, the lights go out and the nightmare begins.
The game is widely known as Babysitter Bloodbath, but it was originally an adaptation of the 1978 John Carpenter classic, Halloween.
But because of legal issues, the game got a change up. It's pretty clear what the game is trying to be though, even if the killer's name is actually Nicholas Burr.
The main objective is to survive the killer's attacks while he chases you through the house with a knife.
The game's features include the following.
Take care of young Billy while his parents enjoy a night on the town. Talk to your friends on the phone. Invite a cute guy over to watch scary movies. Be stalked, chased, and murdered by the madman from your nightmares. Use your wits and whatever tools and weapons are available. Do whatever it takes to survive the night.
It's a fun horror title that plays like an old PlayStation 1 game, kind of reminded me a little of Silent Hill, but with better controls.
Call of Duty Ghosts. From 2015.
I'm sure there are a bunch of Call of Duty fans watching this video, and if you're a fan of the series, you may already know this one.
The boogeyman Michael Myers can be unlocked in any game mode that has field orders as long as you're playing on the map called Fog,
Friendly SATCOM active.
which was originally part of the Onslaught DLC.
The way it works is when you complete a field order on this map, you will receive a care package.
Within it, there's a small chance that you will receive the Michael Myers outfit. It functions similarly to that of a Juggernaut or the Maniac. You are much tougher to kill, but only have a melee weapon in the form of a bloody axe at your disposal.
To make him even more horrifying, he runs 10 to 15% faster. He doesn't require a weapon lock-on, which means quicker kills. And he also recovers from attacking faster.
Kill confirmed.
Family Guy, The Quest for Stuff. From 2015.
Also in 2015, the Hadfield slasher made a guest appearance on the mobile game Family Guy, The Quest for Stuff.
The side mission starring our favorite Captain Kirk fan is called The Man of Few Words. He's not voiced, obviously, but tapping on him will play that jaunty Halloween tune we all know too well.
His missions vary from having to do sit-ups, carving a jack-o'-lantern, and even having to escape from Meg. The game also has a few other horror nods like Chucky, Ghostface, Ghostbusters, and Pinhead.
This game is definitely a time killer, so play at your own risk.
I'm not a huge fan of this style of mobile games or mobile games in general, but to those who get off on this sort of thing, there is a ton to do on Family Guy, The Quest for Stuff.
Dead by Daylight. From 2016.
Dead by Daylight is a game that pits a group of survivors against one deranged killer as they attempt to power up generators and do other tasks to try and escape the impending doom that lurks around almost every corner.
This is without a doubt Mikey's most popular video game appearance, originally joining the Dead by Daylight roster as part of a 2016 DLC pack called Chapter 2, the Halloween chapter.
Some of the notable good guys to play as includes Laurie Strode from Halloween, Bill Overbeck from Left 4 Dead, Ash Williams from Evil Dead, Quentin Smith from Nightmare on Elm Street reboot, and a few others.
On a team of killers besides Michael Myers, there's also Leatherface, Freddy Krueger, Pyramid Head, and most recently Pinhead, amongst others.
Dead by Daylight also offers up a lot to make each killer feel as close to their movie counterparts as possible. The game awards tokens which act as points that allow the survivor or killer to use specific moves or abilities.
For example, Michael Myers has 3 specific perks. The first is called Save the Best for Last, which grants tokens for every attack he makes on whoever isn't the obsession. The obsession is somebody that's randomly chosen that simulates the final guy or girl.
The next perk is called Play with Your Food, which grants tokens every time you stalk the obsession, but don't hurt them.
And the final perk is called Dying Light, which grants a bonus to the obsession, but each time you hook a survivor other than the obsession, as long as the obsession is still alive, you gain a token. Dead by Daylight is a very in-depth game, and if you'd like to see more coverage on it, drop a comment down below and let us know. We're not doing this elaborate game much justice trying to talk about it in a small section of the video, but if you want to see more, we'd gladly like to get into it.
If there's an interest in it, we'll cover it.
Slay Away Camp. From 2016.
Slay Away Camp is a puzzle game where the player takes over the role of a serial killer named Skullface.
It's a fun little game that offers a few nods that a lot of horror fans would pick up on, from character models to creative in-game kills.
It has a pretty impressive list of unlockables to earn, which makes the replayability pretty high.
Some of the puzzles may be a bit challenging, but it's still a great time killer.
Hidden off in a mystery box somewhere in the game is a killer known simply as The Form. It doesn't take a doctor to figure out who they're referencing.
Michael?
Jason?
Not really a Michael Myers game per se, but still a notable appearance nonetheless.
Excellent.
Halloween, the game. From 2020.
The game is titled Halloween and was released in either late 2019 or early 2020. With it being a fan-made game, I haven't been able to lock down much information about it. The earliest date I could find was January of 2020.
The game is based more on Halloween 2 and only lasts around 20 minutes or so, but it's still worth mentioning. The game has you trying to survive as Michael Myers stalks around the halls of a hospital with his signature kitchen knife. You have nothing to defend yourself with. In fact, you don't even have any clothes. So you sneak around the hospital and run away from Michael until you figure out a way to end the nightmare.
The game itself is pretty linear, borrowing assets from other games, but the atmosphere it creates makes it worth a play or two. Well, I think that about covers all the shapes, appearances, and video games to my knowledge. And I'm sure we missed a few fan-made projects that could have gone on the list.
If you think we missed any, please let us know down below. Also, comment if there are any horror legends in video games you'd like us to cover.
Or let us know what kind of videos you want us to do next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this video.
Remember, once we hit 500 subscribers, we will be doing a giveaway, so be active.
Until next time.
Didn't this happen in the last video?
Don't worry, I'll check it out.
I guess I'll continue with the outro then. That was Tony, and I'm Amy, and thank you for watching another episode of Gorehounds of Horror. We hope you enjoyed the content, and as always, we appreciate your support. I'd also like to mention that we have some new playlists up and running on the channel, the Gorehounds of Horror Film Crypt. The main list covers all the movies we have to offer for free to watch. Classics like House on Haunted Hill, I Drink Your Blood, Spasms, and more. Just like and subscribe to get notifications on when we add to the crypt, and let us take care of the movie night for you.
Babe,
Yes, dear?
it's him again.
Oh, hey, we were just talking about you.
Up for a little rematch after last time, huh? You should have killed me when you had the chance, boogeyman.
Easy, babe.
No way, bring it on.
I pressed jump. Why the hell aren't I jumping?
Come on, Mikey, is that all you got?
I think my A button is stuck.
What the hell was that, Mikey? Haddonfield Slasher? More like Haddonfield Has-Been.
Wait, which one am I? The one with the hat?
Man, you haven't been beaten that bad since the end of every one of your movies.
Oh dear.
Okay, I guess I deserved that. But this is why I like hanging out with Leatherface more.